I remember my first day on the camera.
Shush. What's happening, fishing friends? Welcome to another episode. Out today to do some yakking. There we got him. With my boy Steven, the guy that first let me get in a yak was nice enough to let me borrow his. I like your hat.
It's a pretty sick hat.
Hopefully we can find some today. We've got some spawning areas. We got some wood. What do you think? How do you think we're going to catch them?
I'm thinking they're going to be up on beds, but
all right,
we'll see what the water temp does.
I just want to catch something, so enough yapping. Let's go fishing. Oh, you know what I just thought of? It's probably also hard to do because I didn't put my wheels up. Yeah, another rookie mistake. First time using the wheels. Yeah, didn't put the wheels up. Nice. Well, Steven to the rescue here, about dropping one of the wheels behind me. Beginner mistake. Should have done this with a dock. Been a lot easier. Hey, that's a lot easier with those up.
Because part of how I justified...
Find wood, get snagged on big thing of wood. Stupid me, wasn't recording. There we go. Best one of the day so far. Not saying much because the other were itsy bitsy tiny little guys, but there we go. First one of the jerkbait I switched. A little over a pound. We'll take it. Thanks, feller. Little jerkbait fish. Okay, made a little switch. This is one of those new little Rapala Mavericks. I like these shallow divers. I don't remember if they have a deeper version, but that's the matte shad. So we'll see maybe off some of these little drop-offs and such. I'd like to see if we could find some females, but there's one. Oh gosh. He bit it and I wacky hooked him. Okay, well, we might have to call this Debos Lake because it is full of the dinks. Holy smokes. Dude's about the size of my jerkbait here. Well, we're finding fish, fishing friends. Not the size I was thinking, but we are finding some. Well, it could be one of those weird days where it's a bunch of fish, but they end up being little dudes. We'll find something. Bunch of brush piles and stuff. It's a pretty little lake. There's one. Yep. I wondered if it was going to be a jerkbait day on some of this. Could this one be a little better? He's kind of tugging a little bit. That was a long cast too. Nope, he was just digging and spiraling. Holy smokes, look at that. Look at the water. Clear water. That's what I thought, man. Jerkbait. Had a little bit of ripple. Might have to, I don't think Steven's huge on fishing jerkbaits. Might have to get him on some. A little over a pound he's eating compared to my jerkbait. Thanks, guy. See if we get one more on a cast out here. We'll see if Steven wants to tie on a jerkbait. It would be cool to get him on a bite if he's not. Jerkbait. There's another one. Boy, and they're monsters, dude. Caught one that was over a pound. This dude got it in a slightly precarious position. There we go. Okay, well, it's a good way to practice a bite if you're not good at it. However, I could probably tie him on and use him as a jerkbait, so just in time. Steven on one over there. He's even standing up.
Nice little Debo Dink.
Guy's got bigger strawberries than I do, as he just says. Nice little Debo Dink. There's one. Dang, well, trying to hit the edge of this little tube thing I found. Definitely will eat the jerkbait here without any issues. The problem is they are all Debo Dinks so far. Dinking with Debo in full effect on the jerkbait. Man, a jerkbait bite's fun though. Like I say, I don't consider myself a jerkbait master, but I'm pretty good with it. I like fishing it, and it's a fun bite that just pop, 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 and then all of a sudden you feel doink. Something grabbed it. There we go, another little dude. Well, I did use Wendell Fishing's guide on how to lube and take apart and grease your pedal drive. He did an amazing job at that. There's another fish on it. Anyway, yeah, he did a great job at showing how to do that. I'll have to give a link to that or make sure I shout him out at the end. There's a fish, first cast. Steven.
Beautiful.
We are dinking it up. This place is something else. Have to dub this old Debos Lake. There we go. At least he's bigger than my my jerkbait there.
Double up.
Hey, double.
Double dink double.
Daily double dink. All right, there we go. Compared to the jerkbait, he's a beast. Another one. smacked slack into it, that angry little dink did.
Yeah, that one sounded better.
No, he's just really angry. So far I haven't even had to get the net out today. Yeah, he's a little better. Instead of 2 ounces, he's maybe half pound. Boy, he smoked that from the back though, good Lord. That's when you know they want the lure, when they do that. All right, there we go, another little dude on the jerkbait. He hammered that, wow. Yeah, if you want a jerkbait, Steven, feel free to grab one. Well, I said there was beds on it, so maybe with those females just sitting off the edge of that. Just like that.
Almost like you knew what you were talking about.
Kinda. Same size everywhere though. There we go. Another one on the jerkbait. Another little dude. I don't know what to do, y'all. I'm trying the different spots here, but they're all quite dinky.
There you go, Debo.
What?
There is the size of my jerkbait.
How'd it, guys, Steven? We just doubled up, and Steven's got an absolute monster over there. I can't tell which is his jerkbait and which is the fish, but yeah, these hooks are good. They're the red lines. Okay, there we go. Another little guy. On the jerkbait. Steven and I are both, I just gave him one. He just caught his on the same thing. These little Rapala jerkbaits, they're nice. I'm throwing the matte shad. He's throwing like the flashy white. And I'm not. Let's go hit this side and see. Get out of their way. Yeah, I need to tighten mine. Mine just came loose right there.
You got unlimited battery power, right?
Good thing I've got 20 batteries in here, yes.
Oh, holy shit, Jesus.
Probably close to that, yeah. Here's one. Well, it is a jerkbait bite, but it's not it's not the big ones. Tell you that much. Steven on one.
I wasn't even sure there was one there.
Yeah, they are loving the jerkbait. But my goodness, the size is not there. There we go, another little dude. Oh, there we go. Another one. Boy, he slammed it. Look at these guys. They are just aggressive dinks. I mean, that dude thumped it with mean intent, and he's literally the size of my jerkbait here.
I'd say she's ready to spawn.
I'd say you're on top of the spot. I'm gonna throw a jerkbait up there and catch Steven. Yeah, that was a chunkier one. That was like the one I caught. We've each caught a good one at least. By that I mean over a pound. There's one. Trying to throw it over this rock pile over here. Another vicious little dude. Oh, quick release. That's all right. He would have put it in my finger probably. There's one. Off the rock pile again. Another beast. Oh, I don't know what to do here, fishing friends. I mean, we talk about dinking with Debo, but this is like mega dinking with Debo. These are interesting sized fish here. You what? There's one. It's like unlimited dinks here. Ah, he's a little chunkier. There we go. Boy, I don't know what to tell y'all, fishing friends. If you like watching people in kayaks catch dinks, this is your channel. If you like people in kayaks catching bigger fish, then I don't know, go watch somebody that's good. I will say the kayak feels pretty dang comfortable today. I got the anchor wizard on. That's what I'm using now, just kind of anchored in place. There's a rock pile out here. Throwing the jerkbait around that. The pedal drive feels so much better now that I got it greased up and picked my wheels up and back, because that did create a little bit of drag. So, figuring stuff out here. I don't claim to be a pro. Y'all are kind of learning along with me here in the kayak adventure. There's another one. Boy, you just find a few rocks. This is not the big one like the other one. That one's felt good that I just had. Look, I trade the big one for, holy crazy dink. There we go. Dink 586. No. I don't wish that on anybody. No flipping. And I didn't bring extra clothes, so that's for both of us. No flipping. There we go. Wow, I mean, this is just, I don't know what to tell you. This is, it's a lot of little tiny fish, fishing friends. What are we doing here? How do we find the bigger ones? Different way of going about things to find the big girls. On the rock pile. I thought maybe rock pile out deeper. I'm in 12 foot of water here. Thought maybe this would have some more fish. It does. They're little. There's one. I thought something grabbed it there. All right, fishing friends, we got to figure out something different here. This is unlimited dinks. I mean, we're here. Huh?
You're the one that's got content.
I mean, I'm making the content. If you like watching somebody in a kayak catch little tiny fish, I mean, we got the video for you. Yeah, and these are like, I mean, dude, these are crazy dinks. He's a little thicker, eating just a little better than the others. Still nothing to write home about here, fishing friends. But we're catching them. I mean, you want to come out and practice how to fish a jerkbait? There you go. You'll feel what a fish feels like on a jerkbait. The size is not to be found though. That's what Steven and I were just talking about. What do we change up here? Do we try going shallower? Gosh, I would have thought there would have been some fish out here with some size off rocky drop-offs. Maybe they're shallow. Maybe we need to switch it up. Holy smokes. Daggum geese gang flying in on me. There's another one. I can't believe the amount of dinks in here willing to eat a jerkbait. Dink number 843. Wow. All right, well, I think we've got this bite covered. Throw it to a deeper rock pile. Catch 964 dinks. All right, let's switch it up. Let's maybe try going shallower or something. I don't know. That's got to change, fishing friends. Well, made a move. A little bit deeper drop off here. I don't know what to tell y'all, fishing friends. This is embarrassing even by DEBO'S standards. I mean, what do you do here? I'm guessing they stocked it a couple years ago. And these are all just those stock size coming up. Look at that. Just, I mean, beasts. Absolute beasts. Absolute giants. I love the Anchor Wizard though. That thing, huge help. Great addition to the old kayak here. The Debo Dink Slayer. I might have to go home and that'll be part of the ending of this. Is my buddy made me a funny Dink sticker sometime back. I have to end the video appropriately and get the correct name on the boat. Each time I feel the tug. I hope we've gained some size. But Fishing Friends, I don't know what to tell you here. It's, yeah, Dink number 926. Well, I do happen to have one of these, the Coal Shed. I wish I had a slightly less bright color. I got this white one. Maybe we'll see if instead of catching the dinks, we can upgrade to catching something bigger than the size of this, because that's basically the size of the fish I've been catching. So let's see. Got one? Oh. Thought you had a big one in the tree. Hey, you said it, not me. Same story, same size fish, same jerkbait, same channel. DEBO'S Dinkin'. I'll have to change the name of the channel after today. Today is probably the dinkiest day I think I can remember in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, we always try to sprinkle in a few dinks, but today, I mean, I've only had one, maybe two over a pound all day. That's pretty spectacular. Sitting on beds. Sitting on beds. I saw beds. Didn't see females sitting on them. Another one. I think that was the one I just caught. Just caught him twice. Came back. I know there's at least one. That dude had it in his mouth, lost it, and I hooked him in the back as it came out. He had it there.
I haven't watched enough.
There we go. Another one.
What your time penalty is.
Another little dink there, Fishing Friends. I don't know what to do. Maybe we cruise around. There was a boat back here for a long time. Maybe there's some of these are, because it's got like vegetation and stuff. Maybe some of this, oh dang it. Maybe some of this stuff back here has fish up in it, up on them. Because there was a boat back there for a long time, and there's wood. Ow. Or it's all fished out now. They were there, and my arm's getting tired of jerking it. Insert your own punchline there, Stephen. Thank you.
Insert demonetization right
Yeah, insert this Debo video will no longer be monetized. Let me rephrase. My arm is tired of fishing a jerkbait. It's tired of catching all these monsters like this. I mean, this is just, I've reeled in so many big fish like this, I can hardly fish any longer. Dude, they love the jerkbait though. My God, dude, it's just insane. All right, Fishing Friends, so talk about a Dinkapalooza if I have ever seen one. That was more small fish caught in a day than I can remember for a long time. I mean, there was even, at the end, I even stopped recording and there was probably another, I don't know, 10 or so fish off that last point that we kept catching. It was insane. Probably close to a 40 fish, well, fish day. If you added all those up together, maybe they equaled 3 pounds. But regardless of size, it was still a dang fun day to go out and catch fish. You know, I'm not a tournament guy. I do it for fun and try to help you all along the way. And this is the jerkbait I was testing. This new Rapala, what do they call it? The Maverick 110. So I've got a few different colors of these. These I need to throw in the tackle box, but you know, some of these with kind of the holographic. This is more of the matte color I was throwing. I'll leave the exact colors that Steven and I were throwing below. A little bit different. Mine was like a matte shad. His was more of like a white, flashy, you know, kind of silvery color. Both of them worked, and I threw a chatterbait, I threw an underspin, I threw a spinnerbait for a little while in the morning. Tried flipping around some stuff. I mean, the jerkbait was key. They were eating it, it seemed like, anywhere in that entire lake. you know, threw the coal shad. I'm not surprised I didn't catch anything because I think that 6-inch coal shad was bigger than any fish that I caught. Pretty close to it anyway. No, just kidding. But yeah, it was a lot of small fish. It was crazy. And that lake, they said they redid like, 5 years ago, something like that. And for the fish to be that size, I feel like something's wrong. So I don't know. But anyway, the jerkbait itself is awesome. Now, one thing I noticed is if you look at the specs, 5 to 6 foot diving, it says on it right there. Now, I noticed it was only getting down about 3 feet, I would say. So it was definitely on the low end of that. I was throwing it on 12-pound fluorocarbon, so I feel like it's shallower, and you can even see that from the bill. Shallower than most jerkbaits that say that 5 to 6 foot range. I'm usually able to get them down a little bit farther, but I didn't hate it. For the day, you know, as I've talked about in the last video, you want to try to keep a jerkbait above the fish, so I don't want it getting clear down under them, you know, hitting the ground. I want to keep this above the fish, you know, that are sitting on rock piles, sitting on those little humps, off those points. That's what we were targeting, and the depth of it was actually really good for that. So you can see a small little bill there. But yeah, drop down to, you know, 10-pound fluoro or 8-pound fluoro. You can get that to go a lot deeper. So remember, you can change the depth of your lure just by changing the size of your line. So this is what I was throwing. Same as last video, except it's actually this combo. The Daiwa Tatula 100. This is the new one. My favorite reel of the year, hands down. I freaking love the reel. I'm kind of a Daiwa fanboy. You already know that. But I review everything. You know, Shimano, Luz, Abu, doesn't matter. I'll use them all. But man, this one, it fits in hand great. It casts great. You know, I've casted larger stuff, lighter stuff. I just cut off this, if you missed my last video, just a little tiny buzzbait that I was throwing around with just a little tiny trailer on it. Threw that fine. So it's a reel that will throw a variety of lures on it. And then the rod, same rod that you saw last time. This is the Luz, what do they call it? Custom Light. As far as a looking rod and a looking setup, it's beautiful. I'm boring when it comes to this stuff. I love the black, silver, gray. I don't know. I like that look. But the rod is a 6'10" medium power, moderate fast, rated for lures 3/16 up to 5/8 ounce. And the key to the day, like I talked about, was just trying to find those fish that were suspended out off that. That was a couple weeks ago, so I'm sure by now, you know, they've changed. But at the ends of those points, we found some humps in the middle of the lake. I've been trying to use my down and side scan more. I am not good with electronics. I'll be the first one to admit it. So I was able to see some of those with my side scan and catch fish off of it, which is cool to find structure like that. Because, like, you know, offshore deep stuff is totally not my deal. But finding them that way, finding them, you know, off the edges of those drop-offs and stuff, it was all pretty much cookie cutter, the same way we were catching them in the same cookie cutter size, which was, like I said, absolute Dink extravaganza. I couldn't believe the size of fish, but it was still fun. And like I said, if you're in a lake like that where you find a bite that's really working, even if you're not getting the size, it's a great way to learn how to work a bait and feel what a bite feels like. Let's say you're throwing a finesse jig and you have no way, like no confidence of throwing a jig. You never catch anything on them, and you get a hot bite like that. Keep throwing it. Keep feeling, okay, is that a rock? Is that, nope, that's a fish. You can, you know, work on your hook sets, work on, you know, working the actual lure. It's a great way to learn a lure like that, and that's oftentimes how people will get confidence in a lure, is a day just like that where, oh, I don't have any confidence in jerkbaits. Then you go out and catch 40 fish like that. Well, then you start to think, okay, well, this is similar to that day I threw it here. Maybe I'll catch them. And you just kind of build on that. So, like I said, though the size wasn't there, it's still a fun day to practice. Still a fun day of catching, you know, 40 fish, even if they are all just barely a pound. It was still a bunch of fun. So again, today's subscribed fishing friend, my guy Steven, as I said at the beginning, he was the dude that got me out into kayak first, who kind of gave me the little itch for like, do I want to get into this kayak game? And really had me questioning the Alumayak, because traveling around with the kayak, there's going to be a members video dropping soon of the behind the scenes going up to Michigan. There's going to be a couple videos releasing of me fishing up in Michigan on the kayak. Just taking it around, loading, unloading is 1,000 times easier than having to mess with the boat and trailer. Now, if I had a spot to store it, it wouldn't be an issue at all, especially if I had a bigger trailer, because the trailer that I have has those like little tiny kiddie wheels, and I don't trust them. I was always scared I was going to blow one of those tires out. So for what I do, I really am liking the kayak. Maybe here toward the end of the year, I'll have to do a full re-review. Like I showed you, I put the anchor wizard on there, which was a game changer. I point myself into the wind, drop my anchor witches in the front, and I can just fish wherever I want there. It works absolutely awesome. So anyway, that's enough for me. Comment below and let me know, are you throwing a jerkbait still? Do you have confidence in a jerkbait? Have you ever had a day like that on one? What do you look for? I also forgot to say, these come with the VMC Redline hooks top of the line hooks. It's a really solid little jerkbait. I liked it. Great action, good cutting action. Again, just didn't get down as deep as I thought it would, but it worked for me that day. So anyway, I got to finish editing. Thank you all. Love you. Appreciate you watching. And until next time.